What if I told you that the future of manatees is at risk, largely due to hidden biases in artificial intelligence? It might sound surprising, but let me explain. You probably envision manatees as gentle giants gliding through warm waters, but there's a troubling reality beneath the surface. These amazing creatures face threats from pollution, climate change, and the very technology intended to protect them. Imagine an algorithm deciding where conservation efforts should focus based on flawed data. Many people don't realize that these systems can overlook vital habitats or misinterpret manatee behaviors. The result: conservation funds might be allocated to areas that don't need them, while the real needs of these animals are ignored. Now, picture yourself at a lively beach, soaking up the sun. Suddenly, you spot a manatee surfacing nearby. You feel a rush of joy, but what if this moment was influenced by misinformation? The data that brought them there could be distorted, creating a false sense of safety regarding their population health. It's concerning to think that technology, instead of helping, could misguide our conservation efforts. The stakes are even higher than you might realize. As resources are misallocated, manatees face greater dangers. Their habitats could shrink, and their chances of survival could diminish because of biases coded into algorithms. Let's not forget the conservationists who work tirelessly, driven by passion and dedication. When their efforts are undermined by flawed technology, it feels like an uphill battle. Can you imagine the frustration of knowing they're doing everything right while technology leads them astray? So what can we do? Here's where we find hope. By raising awareness of these biases, we can make meaningful changes in how we approach manatee conservation. Engaging with developers, advocating for transparency, and demanding better data can help shift the tide. As we wrap up this discussion, remember this: every time you see a manatee, their survival isn't just about protecting them in the water. It's also about ensuring that the systems designed to safeguard them are accurate and unbiased. If you care about manatees, speak up, get involved, and help reshape the future of conservation. Together we can make a difference, one algorithm at a time. Have you ever considered how even the gentle manatee can reach its breaking point? It's surprising to realize that these calm creatures experience stress in ways we often overlook. What if I told you that hidden biases in artificial intelligence algorithms could be impacting manatee conservation efforts more than you think? Picture a serene bay with a manatee gliding gracefully through the water. Suddenly, a boat zooms by, disrupting the tranquility. But that's just the surface. The real story lies in the unseen pressures these animals face daily. Many of us don't realize that as technology advances, the data we feed into these systems can be biased. Imagine relying on AI to track manatee populations. If the data is flawed, how can we trust its insights? This is just about numbers, it's about life, specifically the lives of manatees. Now, think about the consequences of a single wrong decision made by an algorithm. An area designated for protection could be based on outdated or incomplete information. What happens next? A habitat that should be safe becomes a high-stress zone. You might wonder, how could this happen? Let's examine a real-life case where a coastal community misjudged manatee activity due to inaccurate AI insights. The result: increased boat traffic in critical habitats, forcing these majestic creatures into tighter spaces. The stress signals they exhibit, like surface breathing and erratic swimming, often go unnoticed, leading to serious consequences. This situation is worsening. Each missed signal adds up. But what if we could change this narrative? What if we could create algorithms that recognize and adapt to biases in their data? Imagine a future where technology genuinely supports conservation, where AI learns and evolves alongside us to protect manatees from unnecessary stress. It's a future worth striving for. But the question is, are we ready to take action? As we reflect on the fate of these beautiful creatures, let's consider our role in this story. Are we willing to let technology dictate their future, or will we advocate for a more thoughtful approach? The choices we make today will ripple through the waters tomorrow. So let's take a moment to think about what we can do, because every action counts in the fight for conservation. If you found this topic intriguing, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join the conversation. Every voice matters in the journey toward a better world for our manatees. Have you ever considered how technology, while saving lives, might also endanger some of our beloved creatures? Picture a gentle manatee gliding through clear waters, blissfully unaware of the threats lurking beneath the surface. Right now, serious issues are affecting manatee conservation, and many people are unaware of them. It's not just pollution or habitat loss, there's a less visible but powerful factor at play: hidden biases in artificial intelligence algorithms. These algorithms are crucial for monitoring and protecting wildlife. But what happens when they overlook important data? Imagine I'm misjudging manatee populations, leading conservationists to believe there are either more or fewer manatees than there actually are. This miscalculation could create a ripple effect, putting the species at even greater risk. Consider a team of researchers developing an AI tool to track manatee movements. They rely on historical data, but if that data is flawed or incomplete, the AI might redirect resources away from areas where manatees truly need help. Such errors can easily go unnoticed until it's too late. You might wonder how a simple bias could lead to such chaos. If an AI system is primarily trained on data from specific regions, it may overlook crucial patterns in less studied habitats. What if those habitats are home to vulnerable manatees? This oversight could have disastrous consequences. Imagine standing on the shore watching a group of manatees graze peacefully. You'd never suspect that hidden biases could be affecting their fate. It's unsettling to think that technology, which we rely on for safety, could misguide our conservation efforts. As this tension builds, you may start to wonder, what can we do? The first step is raising awareness. By understanding the biases in AI, we can advocate for better data collection and more inclusive algorithms. This is just about technology, it's about